Hi. So this is in continuation to the previous part one of this question, in which we saw that actually we were able to pass only 259 out of 284 test cases. And the current approach that we used for this question was actually giving us TLE. Okay. Now let's look at how we can further optimize it to reduce its time complexity from exponential to lesser and actually passed all these test cases. So what we had done basically previously was that we were going through all the possibilities. We were either taking one step and then either taking two steps and going there, calculating the cost, and then returning the minimum cost coming to us. But we can actually do better if we save that computation somewhere and then utilize that to not do the same step again and again, right? So that is where we will use DP, and let's see how we can incorporate that in the solution of this problem, right? Okay, so firstly what I'll need is I'll need a storage, a DP storage to give me that solution, right? So let me make first an array DP, which is equals to new int, and the size of this would be equal to whatever the cost array length is, so that is cost dot length. Okay, what I need to do is basically I need to initialize it with a value so that I can check that whether it has been computed yet or not. So I want to initialize it with a value which will make me check using that, right? So sorry, arrays dot fill dp, since I cannot have a negative cost, right? So that's why I'm using -1. You can use anything minus any negative number. Then obviously I will need to pass it in my new function. So I pass it here also. Okay. Now, what I do is I basically check that is this DP at the correct index. Was this computed earlier? If it was computed, that means it must have a value which is not equal to -1. So then I don't want to make another call for this I, right? I can simply return that. This is your DPI, right? And you also need to store it in case you have not, right? So that means at this step you make this calculation. So first of all, so you pass it in the parameters in of your new function, right? And you basically assign it, right? This is how you assign it to that DP index. Now what will happen is that any computation that has been done will not be repeated, because we are first checking whether it is present or not, and then we are doing it. So let's try running it. GP cost length 1. I think this looks okay. Let's try running. Okay, let's try submitting. Okay, great. So it got accepted. So yeah, that is your DP solution. Simple. Just need to make sure that we have a storage. We do not do computations that we have already done. We use it, and then we make our further calculations. So yeah, that was all for this question, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.